So okay, so we're getting ready to go live.
All right.
Okay, the time. Oh, we're right on time.
Oh, I haven't even logged into Facebook. What am
And
I?
I should get my little reminder on here.
Uh-huh. I see
Oh,
it.
yep. Whoop, whoop.
Sign in.
Okay. Yay, we are live.
All right.
And I can see my screen. Let me go back so I can see it and make it bigger. Whoop. There we go. This is awesome technology, I tell you.
It is. I'm trying to, okay, there it is. Let me see if I can see that we're on. All right.
Do you have the ability to see comments? I know I did it last time, but I don't see.
I think I can if I am here.
Okay.
Let me log from my own page and then I think I can see them.
Hey, Cerinthia. I shared it to another page. So I'm looking at it from this one. So yeah, just in case I'll be able to. Hold on a second.
I don't, for some reason, don't see it.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Let me look. Hold on, let me see. You don't see it on our page?
I was trying to see it from my page. Let me go back. It's doing something weird today.
Okay. Well, while people are signing on, let me see if I can see it. Because it's like I saw, oh, there it is. Well, I'm on Legacy Builders too. Let me share it to, and see, that's the weird thing about the different devices, because things are in different places.
Okay.
Yeah, now I see it on here. Let me share. Right, post. Okay. That's weird. I'm looking at
Okay, I think I see it. Oh, I see it now.
You see it? Okay. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about why young adults should have life insurance. Sometimes in these conversations, I feel like, maybe the younger people are saying, oh, this doesn't apply to me, or I'm not ready for that yet. But we wanted to show that it does include young adults as well. I thought that was cute. Licensed financial coaches, me and Sandria.
I love it.
That's Sandria Marshall. Okay. So why young adults should have life insurance. So a person born in 96 will turn 25 this year. And what I did is I actually went and worked up some quotes to show the great rates that you receive while you're young. And so you may not have a family, you may not have kids, you may even still have a roommate, like not purchase your own home, or you're not in your own apartment or anything, but look at your rates. So a person born in 96 will turn 25 this year. And what I did is I actually went and can you hear me talking? Quotes to show the. So I wanted to show the rates so you can see, like, if you were to get a $500,000 policy, $70, $300,000 policy, $53, $100,000 policy, $26. And these are real live quotes that I worked up. Now, obviously, this is based on just the date of birth. We haven't gotten into, the health questions and that sort of thing, but that's still awesome. So you want to lock your rating while you're young. Did you want to add on anything, Sandria?
Yes, I want to say that it's great that you show those rates, because it's awesome for, young adults to actually get a chance to see, because I think a lot of times we get that narrative that, oh my gosh, we think of life insurance and it's so expensive. But I mean, look at that. I wish I would have started mine a lot earlier. Because I mean, for $26, you can secure your own your own life. For $100,000. That's quite a bit of money to protect yourself, and at such a low cost. You can't beat that. I thought that was amazing. Even at 500,000 for $70, I mean, I spend that much on a pair of shoes, so
Exactly,
I could have full
exactly.
coverage. Yeah, that's pretty
Right.
amazing.
Yeah, so just think about that for a second. If you get coffee every day, if you eat lunch every day, that's your life insurance.
Better health. A young adult is less likely to have major medical issues that contributes to an increased premium. For examples, high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes, all of these things, as you get older, if you incur some of these, it makes your premium go up. But as a young person, you're more than likely, not to have any of these issues. So right now you could really lock in a very good rate for yourself.
Right.
The better the health, the better.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And these examples, I think, Sandria, we see these the most when we're working with our clients.
Yeah.
So yeah. So more time to invest, right? So once you get your income protection through life insurance put into place, now you can invest your money. And this chart is showing you by age. You have a column here that's showing you how much money it would take per year. And then it's broken down by the month. So you put your income protection in place, and then you start to invest. Now, remember how, I don't know if you were with us last Saturday when we talked about the different terms in insurance, right?
Mhm.
So the 25-year-old, the person who's turning 25 this year, in 30 years, they'll be 55, right? Is my
Right.
math right? 55
Yes.
years old. So even though I think today, 55-year-olds, they're probably still working unless they have their own business, right? So
Right.
55, because that's relatively young. That's really not old. So 55, that 30-year term that we just showed you with those great rates, you
Mhm.
start investing your money. $3,600 a year, $300 a month. I wish someone had taught me this, because $300, if you're working full time, and especially if you don't have any kids, you don't have like big time responsibility,
Right.
to save $300 a month at 22, to know that you're going to have $1 million like in 30 years.
That's amazing.
Oh my
Yeah. Right. From that small investment, that speaks volumes. Oh my gosh. And I think it's important too. I'm glad you put this on here. More time to invest, because we think about it. We think about life insurance as something that we need to have our whole life, but essentially you invest so when you get older, you won't even have a need for life insurance. Like everything that you have, it's already secured because you have incurred the wealth. So that's what we want to do. Make sure that you're able to incur that wealth for yourself, for your family, and whoever. But I mean, millions of dollars by the time, man, could you imagine how you could live and not
I'm
having to
telling
worry
you,
about any of that by the time you get to that age?
by the time, yes, that would be amazing. And then by
Yeah.
that time, you're living off interest. So the
Yes.
principal, you're not even touching that money. And so then you have the ability to start generational wealth and passing that money down in your family, all for what you did like in your 20s. Like
Yeah.
this, like I want to print this out and I want to put this on my mirror, because even at my age, I can still invest and have a good chunk of change in
Mhm.
10 to 20 years. So, you put your income protection in place, income protection, i.e. life insurance, you start investing your money right away. $300 with no responsibilities is not going to break your pockets. Do you remember what you were doing at 22 years old? Like your job? I mean, I'm sure you had like a little part-time job
Right.
and 300. I mean, because come on, let's be real, right? 22, our parents were probably still kind of chipping in anyway. So
Right.
just think about the $300 that you could put aside.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is amazing. Even at 29, in 22, we're talking like right out of college.
Right. And it's investing in your future. It's all about changing the way that you think about your money. You can really put yourself in a position to where your money's working for you.
Yes. Yeah. I love this chart. Yeah.
Yeah, Melanie said she sure can.
Right.
You remember she was traveling every weekend blowing her money.
Blowing money. Yes. It's crazy the amount of fun I had broke. I wonder how in the world did I do all of that stuff? But we had a good time. So again, the policy term, the reason why we showed you all 30 years is so you would see the time frame. I like this little graphic. So you have, we're born, we're babies, and then gradually, we're growing up different stages of life, and this is going to happen. If you're still here on the earth, you're going to get older, right? That's right. A blessing. Get a term policy. Let's get your investments in place so that by the time you reach, the guy in the green shirt, he's golfing and having a good time. He has no cares. It's beautiful outside. He's on the golf course because he's invested his money,
And he can afford to do so,
Yeah. So again, the terms are based on your retirement age. Don't forget that. So 25 years old, as we were saying before, 30 years from now, you'll be 55. Can you imagine, again, and thinking about the chart we just showed you, at 50 or 55 years old, you still would have a lot of money saved up. So if you wanted to, you could stop working. You don't have to be 65 years old, all from $300 a month at age 22.
Yeah, like you said, it's such a blessing. And I want to be in the position to choose if I want to keep working, like just so I can have something to do rather than I have to keep working.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
You wake up different, right? When you don't have to do it.
Right.
It's different. Well, that concludes this week's Deck Page Diaries. You all, we really appreciate you all joining us week after week. Sandria, Clubhouse, we have to tell them about that.
Oh, yes. For those of you that are on Clubhouse, we're starting a new venture tomorrow, actually. We're so excited. We're going to do our first, it's like our second one. We have our second one, right?
Oh, right. This would be, technically the second.
Technically our second one on Clubhouse tomorrow. So if you guys can join us in on the conversation, we'd like to take the conversation a little bit deeper. So at 5:30, you can join us on Clubhouse on Sundays. If you're not on Clubhouse, send us your information. We can certainly look you up to maybe get you in.
Right.
So that you can join in on the conversation. We would love to hear from you guys tomorrow. And it gives you an opportunity to unmute yourselves and ask questions, join in on the conversation, even provide advice for others. So we would love to have you guys out tomorrow.
Yes. And Antoine was saying about, at the $1 million mark, you're realistically able to live off the interest. And that's like what we want to get out there. Again, starting at 22 years old, get your own policy, get those investments in place. And even if, you're a little seasoned and you're out of your 20s and out of your 30s, it's still not too late to invest. But yes, we will see you. Yes, Melanie, you will get a notification. What we can do, we can follow her too, and then you'll see what we have scheduled and you can follow us for notifications as well.
Yeah, I do follow her. So you should see it pop up.
Okay.
But if you're one of our friends, just click on the bell. And so every time we're a part of a conversation, it'll automatically kind of invite you in as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. You have a great Saturday, and then we'll talk some more on this. Please tell your friends, please share, tag, all that good stuff. And we'll just meet you at Clubhouse tomorrow actually, you know what? We're doing one at 4:30. And we're going to be talking about balancing a business and working a job, and then the 5:30 will be on, we'll talk more about young adults and having life insurance.
And Melanie, it's going to be under Empower Her, right? Empower her.
Right.
Is what
Yes,
you're
in our
looking for.
individual names.
Yeah. And I do see a comment. Can you invest on behalf of someone else like your grandson? You certainly can set up an investment account for your grandchild as low as $25 a month. So absolutely, we can definitely get that set up for you.
Yes. All right. Well, I guess if there are no more questions, we'll just and we'll post on our page too when we're live on Clubhouse, just as a reminder. But yeah, we'll look for you all on Clubhouse tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, guys. Enjoy your Saturday.